Hello and welcome. Today we're working in managerial accounting in the cost, volume, profit analysis chapter, and we're working on regression. How do we calculate fixed cost and variable cost using regression? The previous video was the high-low method. Now we're doing the same problem using regression. Hey, if you're new, my name is Jeff and I teach a lot of accounting, a lot of finance, so please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get started. So here's our problem. We have the Yankee Company has about 9 months of information for cost and units. So here's the units and here is the cost. The previous video we estimated our fixed cost and variable cost using the high-low method. But we're going to do the same questions here using regression. So what is our estimated variable cost per unit? What's our estimated fixed cost per unit? And then what would the cost formula be? And what is R and R squared? We'll get to that here in just a minute. And then if we produce 180 units, what's our estimate for total cost? And if our costs are 8,000, what's our estimate for units? Now, let me give you a couple of ideas we can do here. Now, I'm using Excel right now, and I'm going to show you two ways to do Excel using regression with Excel. One is the scatter plot graph, and we can draw a line and then we can get a formula. So that's going to be a really easy way of doing it. There's also an intercept function and a slope function, another easy way. There is a regression function in the data analysis tool pack. I'm not going to show that for today. If you want to see that, put that in the comments below. Also, I think I probably need to do a video using the most common financial calculator is the BA2 Plus. And you can put the data in the data menu and then run it through the stats menu and get the same thing. So, if you're taking a test, then you'll probably do the BA2 Plus. If you're doing it, just at work or on homework, you can use Excel, and it's going to be really easy. So let's get started. Let me show you how to do it on Excel. So regression is we take all the data points, the units would be the X and the cost would be the Y. And remember, let me scroll down here, the cost formula would be Y equals A plus BX. And so that's our regression formula. That's the formula that we use. Sometimes you see it Y equals MX plus B, but in this case, Y would be the total cost, A would be the fixed cost total, B would be the variable cost per unit, and X would be the number of units. So let me show you, I think the easiest way to do it probably is just highlight the units and the cost. I'm using Excel, of course, and I can go to the insert function and I can go to a scatter plot. So here it's going to be the scatter plot. So it's going to diagram here. It's going to diagram the cost, and so here we have the number of units and the cost, and I can click on this and I can right click and say add a trend line. Now this trend line is regression, and it's linear regression, and I'm going to do two things while I'm looking at it. I'm going to set the display equation and I'm going to do the R squared value on the chart. So I can get rid of this, and so I can move this down and make it a little bit bigger if I needed to, I think. See what I can do. Let's see here. I'll try to make it bigger so we can see it on the video. Yeah, that did nothing. All right, let's try again. Yes, that's better. Okay, so we already have the cost equation. Now watch how this works. I can get rid of some of these lines. And so what we have is we have all the units that are on the bottom axis, okay? And we have the costs are on the left axis, okay? So the X axis and the Y axis. Y is the vertical, X is the horizontal. So here we have the cost equation. So let me write down the cost equation. The cost equation is Y equals 25.232 That's the X number, Okay, so X, and then I need to edit it, the A number is 2695. So 2695 plus 25.232x. Okay. Now here we know the r squared number, which is typically what we want to know. So here the r squared is going to equal, I'm going to write this number down, 0.723. So that's the squared number. If we wanted to know the r value, that would be the square root of 0.723. All right, so let's see what we know. What is the estimated variable cost per unit? Well, the variable cost per unit is 25.232. That's our variable cost per unit. The fixed cost is 2695, so 2,695. Now, the cost formula is given. Remember, we did this just here on the graph, so that's the cost formula. They put it in slightly different format. We would put A first and then the plus the BX. That's fine. It doesn't matter. We can solve that. So let's do this. If the r squared is 0.723, then what we need to take the square root of, and what we can do is we can take the inverse of that is the 1/2. That will be the square root. So it's 0.8503 basically. All right, so our R is our correlation. And so these numbers are correlated like 85%. It may move in the same direction. It's a positive correlation. Remember, R goes from +1 to -1. So they're positively correlated in a strong correlation. So remember, R is the correlation. The R squared is the coefficient of determination. And so if you take 0.85 times 0.85, let's check our work, make sure this to the second power, right, squared, that should equal 0.723, right? So we did our math right. And this says all the variability we see in the cost, we explain about 72% of what's going on just by knowing the number of units. Okay, so this is a good model to explain our fixed costs and variable costs. Okay, so if we have 180 units, what is our estimate for total cost? So we're going to take the 180 times 25.232 plus the 2695. So our estimated cost, if we have 180, our estimated cost is something, and let's make it whole dollar here, is 7,237. So 180, 7,200. Our estimate is 7,237. So we feel good about that estimate. It's an estimate, right? Now, what if our costs are 8,000? We plug in the 8,000 as Y, and we're going to have to do the math on this. So we're going to take 8,000 minus the 2695. Okay, we're going to get 5,305 is going to equal 25.232x. So we need to take this number, because of algebra, trying to solve for x, we're going to divide that number by 25.232, and we must have, and let me make it a whole, let me make it 210.25. So at 8,000, we think our number of units would be 210, maybe and a quarter or whatever. And so those are our answers then for our homework, okay? Now, we've done the scatter plot. Everything's based on the scatter plot. Now, the other way to do this is we could use the intercept and the slope. Now, let's think about what we know. This is the y-axis. So if this line comes down, it's going to cross and it's going to be called the y-intercept. So our fixed cost here in this case is called the y-intercept. And the slope of this line is called the slope, and so that would be our variable cost. So if we were trying to figure out our variable cost, we need to use the slope function. So let me pull up the slope function. Slope. And what do we need? We need to know the known y's and the known x's. So what's our y? Our y are our total costs, and our x's are the units. So done, and here we have, we go to 4 decimal places. Using the slope function, I have 25.2323. I'm going to use the intercept function to do the fixed cost. Could be the intercept, and I need the known y's, so I just put in all the y's, and the known x's, I put in all the x's, the units, and solve, and we get something like 2695.004. So we have some decimals, it's not just whole numbers. So here we have our estimate for fixed cost. So I think the two easiest ways to do it would be the scatter plot and the intercept and the slope on Excel. Now the nice way about doing this is I wouldn't have to type in that number. That's the number I have, so I could immediately multiply it times 180 units times 25 and then add the 26.95. So that's two ways. If you want me to show you how to do it on the BA2 Plus calculator, drop that below in the comments. And hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.